Welcome to the 11th video in this 30-day decluttering challenge. I'm going through my entire house with the goal of getting rid of 1,000 items in a month. Today, I'm tackling my pantry. Now, I have been doing layers of decluttering over the last few years, and I have done a complete pantry declutter, which I will show you at the end. I also have a video on decluttering a client's pantry, an avid cook. There was a lot to declutter and organize. Those videos will be in the description box below and on the end screen. Welcome to the Peaceful Home. I'm so glad you're here today. If you're new to this challenge, I suggest you go back and look at all the videos from day one. We're a little over halfway, and if you're starting to get bogged down or discouraged, I encourage you to look at the ways to be better at decluttering, 5 tips, and hopefully those will give you a little push. If you're fairly new to decluttering, I suggest you look at the Decluttering 101 video. Let's jump right in and I'll show you my process. This is my before of the pantry, and it actually doesn't look too bad. I went through it about 2 months ago and got rid of quite a bit. My main goal in working on my pantry was to completely go through my 2 spice drawers, but I figured I should do a quick sweep of the entire thing. So I started going through each basket. I make sure these baskets are labeled. This one has basically snacks, crackers, chips, and the other baskets hold protein powder, nuts and seeds. So I'm just doing a quick glance to see if there's anything that is empty, always looking for trash, or things that are expired, or things that I know we won't eat. I'm not sure where these coloring pages from the grandkids came from, but they ended up in the pantry. Again, just a quick look to see if there's anything expired. My first tip is to make sure that you get rid of trash. If you buy things in bulk, for example, you've got 6 quarts of bone broth that are in a box, take them out of the box and put them in your pantry. This is so helpful and it reduces clutter. It only takes seconds to do. And the bottom line is you're going to have to remove that excess packaging at some point. You might as well do it at the beginning. My second tip is understand your personality and your season if you want to decant things or not. So do you want to take things out of their original packaging and put them into another container? This can be really nice when all your containers line up and look the same, but it takes a lot of work. Be aware of what you are willing to do. I decant only for things that are in bags like flour and sugar, or things that I buy in bulk like rice or oatmeal. Number 3, use baskets or bins to corral like items. I just went and found a basket that would work for my supplements, and it's a lot prettier to look at, plus it's easy to grab. Use baskets for things you don't want to look at, and use acrylic bins or Lazy Susans for things you want to see and be able to grab easily. Here I'm putting a recipe back in my notebook. I've really pared down on my cookbooks, and I keep my binder and my most commonly used cookbook right here in the pantry. I used to have to keep my crock pot and Instapot in the laundry room because I didn't have space. A couple of months ago when I did my deep declutter, I got rid of enough stuff that I could move those 2 appliances back into the pantry, and it's so much more convenient. This is the main spice drawer that is right next to the stove, and of course it gets dirty pretty fast. So in this case, I did a complete declutter where I removed everything, wiped out the drawer, and now I'm going to put each thing in that I know we're going to keep. I was able to notice things that were empty, spices that had expired, or things that I know we'll never use. I also had 2 half bottles of oregano, probably because we didn't realize we had one, and so we went and got an extra, and we had 2 opened bottles. It's really remarkable how good you can feel about accomplishing cleaning out your spice drawer, but this looks great. Now on to my other drawer, which is over in the pantry. This holds a lot of our extras, our refill items, bone broth, gravy packets, extra supplements, and drink packets. For this drawer, I also pulled everything out so I could clean out containers and wipe out the drawer. I did decide to move my drink mixes and electrolytes and place them in a bucket so I could have them accessible. I just want them sitting on a shelf. So removing those and some of the other stuff I got rid of really freed up space, and it just made everything so much more tidy. Tip 5 is keep a pad of paper nearby so you can jot down anything that you're out of or anything that you need to pick up at the store. Isn't this a beautiful sight? 2 oreganos got combined into one. This taco seasoning is going to get combined with my bulk. This is almost empty, but also a broken lid. Random chips, things that we're not eating. Sugar doesn't even belong there. That doesn't count, but I need to fill it and put away. Candle I don't need. Granola, an entire handful of this that will go out. Some electrolyte packets I know I won't use. This Italian seasoning will get combined with the other. Because I've been more consistent with going through my pantry, this time it was so easy and quick, and it is such a rewarding project. I hope this was helpful. If you do need a more in-depth look at pantries and how I declutter completely and reorganize, take a look at the 2 videos posted right here. Thank you so much for joining me today on The Peaceful Home. Happy decluttering.